Hey, good morning, and welcome, gamers. We are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the game community together with reviews and guides, news, and clutch plays. In addition, we talk about juicy rumors, controversial, and random topics of discussion. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a lot of lame jokes. If you like what we do, be sure to check us out on FPSGuides.com and follow the social media. We stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/fpsguides.com. For you listening out there, FPS Guides podcast can now be found on Apple iTunes Podcast, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and also Alexa. So check us out if you're interested in becoming part of the FPS Guides community. Or perhaps becoming a content creator, hit us up on our website. We'd love to hear from you. Now, let's jump into the news.
Good job, Steven. I only told you to do that about 10 seconds ago, so so that was a good run. Yeah, so welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to all the audio listeners. You are the majority of the show, so thanks for tuning in. And my name is Mr. Top Hat Jones, also known as Eric. If you see us live on Twitch, you'll see our nameplates, so you can tell who the hell anyone is and who's talking.
Are correct this time?
They are correct, yes.
Good. Okay.
I'm joined by the one and only D Poodley,
Yeah. Hey.
also known as Danny. And then I also am joined by Parfix88, also known as Steven. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
What up?
Gentlemen, good to see you again.
How's your week been going?
Pretty interesting. Pretty good.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, world's a crazy place right now.
Yeah, it is this month we're rioting and protesting. Next month we got aliens.
Yeah.
Confirmed fact.
But the fear is real for some people, and the danger is out there. So, definitely support our brothers and sisters out there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and
Yeah, so I guess we should talk about the news and what we've been playing, because I don't want to. It's hard to pivot from a serious opening and discussion from what the world is going how the world is right now and the state of the world to, we talk about video games here. So
yeah, video game nonsense, yay!
Nonsense. Yeah.
So what have you guys been playing? Anything cool? Anything interesting?
Steven, what have you been playing?
Let me just redirect that question.
Yeah. I've been playing work and adulting. I've been having a lot less fun than you all, I'm sure. But still get in my hour or so during the Overwatch event. Just get a few new skins.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Overwatch. I literally got on. I was like, oh, the anniversary thing again. Whatever. I don't care. And then I saw the Ash skin. I was like, guys, who wants to download this again?
Yeah.
So a couple of friends of mine have been playing it. Just for, the shits and gigs.
Just for the lulz, just for
Yeah.
full time sakes.
Oh,
It's hard for me to give up the characters. They're just so unique with their abilities. I can't get that experience on any other game.
Yeah. Fun fact, the whole reason I got into PC is because of that game. To be
Oh
honest.
yeah?
The whole reason I was playing it all the time. I was playing it all the time on console. I was platinum and diamond in console for a while, and
Yeah, but that's like playing double A ball, dude.
yeah, I know. Okay, all right, wait, let me finish. Okay, so I was playing platinum and diamond stuff, and I got into a couple games. This didn't happen once or twice. It's happened a couple times, a couple times, where I'd be playing with teammates or people on the enemy team, and they'd be straight up say, "Dude, I'm using mouse and keyboard. I hooked up an attachment to my Xbox, and that's how I'm playing. That's how I'm fragging so hard. That's how I'm getting these headshots." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" And yeah, dude, watch this. And you'll see them spam with their mouse, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And this is crazy. This is not fair. This is so dumb. I'm like, that's it. I'm done with this game. I'm not getting it again until I get it on PC. And then a year later, I still played it, and I still played it on a console. But then a year later, I get it on here, and it's just so different. It's so incredibly.
It's so
different.
much faster, dude.
It really is.
Dude, I wanted to switch.
Oh, go ahead.
Lucio backwards wall grinding alone made me want to switch. The fact that you can aim and wall grind at the same time on PC
Yes.
PC over console, it's a game changer. How do you even play this character without it?
Dude, it's god.
Hey Steven, move your camera down a little, up a little bit. Your head is kind of cut.
Me?
Yeah, perfect, right there.
Okay, we're good.
Nice.
Two of like the biggest changes, like going from like console to a PC, was like the Lucio thing. Yeah, it's so easy to wall ride. You could literally wall ride and shoot people, like actually shoot people. And then like I did play Genji a lot on console, and when I like came to like PC, it was instantly like I was just a god. I was like, dude, no way. Like I don't even play PC. It's just the fact that I went like I did barely know how to use the mouse and stuff, but I was already like god tier. I was like, no way.
They just buffed him finally.
Yeah, and they did just buff him too, and I was like, I was like, that was unnecessary for me. Like I was like, that was unnecessary because I could still frag out with him. So I was like, but whatever, I'll take it. I'll still play it. Like I did play
Him and Zen were kind of falling off. I'm glad they're being brought back a bit because those were some of my favorite heroes.
Yeah, me and JD, Captain Stiffy, we played a lot of like Brig and Ryan. I'd play Brig, he'd play Ryan, or like I'd play Zarya, he'd play Ryan. Dude, that was the OG stuff. But that's one of
Reinhardt's still one
I was
of
playing.
my favorite tanks.
Oh, he's always meta. Always meta.
The new Junkrat thing, a lot of people are complaining that it's almost a nerf because they can't do the side mine dodge where you throw it directly 90 degrees to your left or right to get out of enemy fire.
Yeah.
Because it's too fast. But for console players that don't have even max speed, you don't have the reaction time on your joysticks. No. It's only a buff because now you can like actually snipe Pharahs if you're good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to do that like on console, or not. I tried to like do that on console, but you really can only use it for like mobility to go faster. Like on console, you can't really do it like sideways. But I've done it before, like in the air with PC, and like that was like, I was like, dude, this is just not.
You're flying. Flying.
Yeah, you really are. You have more directional flying than Pharah does. Like, it's crazy. So, but that was also one of the games I've been playing. I did get on Dragon Ball FighterZ to occasionally fight my friends, because usually we get into Discord and we talk shit to each other, and it's like, all right, meet me on Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yo, that's a streamable thing, dude. You could have everyone's Discord icon like on the stream, and then while you're fighting, that's totally streamable, dude.
Yeah, I know it's so streamable, but it's so situational as a thing. It's always
it should be like shit talking Saturdays.
I know, but I can't like start. It's just a thing that happens. Like it's just I can't stage it, so it's hard for me to do it. I think one time I've done it where like it has happened. One of my friends we were playing Smite, and he's like arguing me how to play it, and I'm like, dude, this is not how you do it. And he's like, dude, shut up, just like your Gohan game. And I'm like, all right, catch me in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and we like fight on there. But yeah,
DK, you play Hanzo. Which did you like him with the scatter shot, or do you like the new improvements to the Hanzo with the storm arrow?
Those ones are it's got to be the new one. He liked
the new one.
He liked Hanzo because playing Hanzo being toxic. Hanzo's just like a toxic thing.
Hey man, if you can get your headshots, I don't care who you pick. Go pick Widow from the start. I don't care. Just do your job. Like don't throw. That's all I care about.
Just do your job. That's good, yeah.
Nice. So you guys are just continually playing that?
Yeah, I played that. I played Rainbow Six Siege.
Cool. Solid game.
Yep, it's pretty solid. It's pretty. There's no OP characters. There's no like you need to have this person on your team or else you're like disabled, or like you're behind. And I played I haven't been on here since I played that Prophecy tournament.
I got you, DK.
You played a Prophecy tournament? Okay,
yeah,
how'd that go?
Prophecy tournament. I told you guys I was gonna.
Isn't that terrible game by Amazon? Oh no, that's Crucible. Okay.
No, that's Crucible. I played that one, and no, we're not talking about that one anymore. I remember. I already went on my rant about that game. But Prophecy was the team fight tactics version of Smite or whatever. Smite team fight tactics.
So how did you do? How'd that go?
Dude, okay. Long story short, I didn't do bad, but there was a person that didn't show for the tournament, and someone took their spot to like just fill in, and the dude, even if he did win, he couldn't win the money. Like he couldn't accept the money. This guy, and so he was just playing as a fill-in. So he was like, just to knock people out and stuff. And that is the guy who knocked me out. I was so pissed. I was like, why are you here? I was like, why are you here? Like, you don't even go here. Like, why don't show up? Like, what the hell? He was the guy who knocked me out, and I was so pissed. I was like, I got 5th in my group, like, but you only needed 4 to advance. But I advanced the first time. It was just, dude, I was so upset about that. I was like, I know all the people. I had to lose to this guy.
So close, yet so far.
Yeah.
Anything you've been playing, Eric? Mr. Top Hat?
Yeah, I've been playing a few different things. I've been trying to kind of finish games up before The Last of Us comes out in 2 weeks, because I'm just like, once that's out, I'm not playing anything else. This is not gonna happen. So I'm trying to like finish stuff. I've been playing Hollow Knight, which is super fun. Kind of an indie game, like Dark Souls platformer, kind of very interesting. Dead Cells I beat, quote unquote, because you don't really beat that game. You more just beat the final boss, and then it's like, okay, start over again, go explore new areas. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And I played another indie game called Hades, actually. It's by Supergiant Games, or Supergiant. And it's on Epic Game Store right now in early access, and Steam as well, but it is extremely fun. It is extremely fun.
Dude, is it really that fun? Like, I heard it's like really
It's fun,
balanced
dude.
for how early it's out. I heard it's really balanced for how early it's out. It's a lot of fun. It's not like, for those of you thinking it's like this like AAA. It's not like that.
No, it's an indie game, but the art style is very, very cool.
Dude.
Man, I should have had gameplay of that. Oh well, next week. But
yeah,
it's a roguelike. So basically, when you die, you start at the beginning, but the stuff you gain stays with you. So if you find like an item or something, it'll stay with you, which is nice.
What are the Is there classes? You can pick classes, right? Like.
No, you play as one set person, because it takes place in like the underworld. Like your Hades is like son or whatever, and you're just like you're like having basically like a teenage temper tantrum in like a god level form. Like, you know what, Hades? I'm leaving the underworld. And he's like, fine, go. Like, and it's like a family. It's kind of like a weird family drama thing. It's kind of strange. It's funny though. The voice acting's pretty good.
Stop controlling my life,
mythology
Dad.
type game. It's a mythology type. Yeah, it's got that background, and I know you like that stuff. So
yeah, and so there's not a lot. So as you progress through the stages, different gods come and help you, but the order in which they help you could be different each playthrough, and the items you get therefore are different each playthrough, and then so are the abilities. So even when you start a new game or a new run, I should say, it'll be different because it's procedurally generated. So the areas will be the same when you go there, but the enemies will be different.
Yeah.
So it's very, very cool. The controls are very tight as well.
I was asking about the classes because I thought you build like a spear, or you can build like a bow, or you build like a bow build, or you build like a shield build, or you build like a spear build, right?
Kind of do that, but you can only have one weapon at a time, which is very, very interesting.
Okay.
So basically, like you have a special attack and then like a regular attack for your one weapon. And as you get different abilities from the gods that visit you, it could be like, do more damage with the bow, or maybe do an extra dash, or have your dash reflect projectiles back. Like, there's a lot of different options you can do. I like it a lot so far, though. I'm going to keep playing it. And for early access, man, like, yeah, you can take my $10. Like, go make this game better. Like, take it.
I heard, that's what I've been hearing. And like I said, I heard it's like really balanced. Like,
I like it. I like it a lot. It feels really good to play. Like, the controls feel good. So check it out. It's actually included in the Epic Store mega sale that's going on right now. So if you have like that $15 coupon, you can get it for $10 because it's normally $25. So I definitely recommend checking it out.
It's called Hades.
Hades. All right.
Yeah, Hades. It's really cool. Highly recommended. The music's cool too. So, and the art style's cool.
DK, you've been playing Wolfenstein and Youngblood. That's dope.
I was gonna play that game, and then I was like, I got other better things to play.
I also haven't.
Well, DK, what's your review on it since you had a chance to play it?
Yeah, let us know. I
Yeah, drop it in the chat.
Again. Like, because it was off for a while, as you guys saw. I'm sure you guys knew. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go right into the news part of it. Like, I've been playing it. Because it did stop. It actually like fully released. For those of you, if you live under a rock, yeah, it's called Valorant. It's the hero-based shooter for Riot Games. It finally came like out completely on Wednesday. It did have a little bit of a rough patch, like starting out, but like every game does, like every big game does. Like a couple servers, didn't really like open up, or some of them just crashed immediately, like things like that. Not as bad as the Call of Duty one, not as bad as the Call of Duty release, but like it just had like a couple regions that like they had to wait like a couple hours like for them to come out. I think it was like Brazil had to wait like 6 hours for them to come out, and like the Britain server or whatever, the UK server had to wait like a couple hours for it to come out.
Man, sorry to cut you off, but like that's a really high testament, dude, for an online game like that to come out and not really have problems.
That's why like everyone was giving it so much flack, because they were like, you guys went on beta for this long, you slowly released all these servers to make sure everything came out super great. Like, how do you guys how did you have this issue? Like, Call of Duty didn't have a beta. You guys had a beta. You guys knew how many people are going to be on the game. You guys should have known like that the servers might have crashed. This is going to be the outcome of this. But they did release it at like 3 a.m. or something like that, like everywhere. So like if it like we didn't get it released here in America, but people in New Zealand were actually playing it already.
Okay,
so
interesting.
Like that's how they kind of like released it. It wasn't like everyone got on at the same time. Like it wasn't like Call of Duty how they did it like at 9 a.m. over in like New Zealand or whatever. Australia was like 9 a.m. over there, and it was like 7 p.m. over here, something like that, and everybody got on at the same time. It was like it slowly everyone did, and they still like had some server issues releasing. So that's why people like gave it so much shit. I don't think it was that big of a deal, because it's not like you had to wait like days or like if they tell you everyone to get on at this time, because they kind of did it in the middle of the night, but like at 3 a.m. for us, like and 3 a.m. for like Australia and stuff like that too, and like so no one really got up and like and had that. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't that big of an issue. I feel like it wasn't. Whereas like Call of Duty, they were like, everyone get on for sure, be here, and everyone got on for sure and was there, and they still didn't like deliver for like a while. But
Pokemon took months to get their crap together, so if they only had a few hours, I don't even care.
Dude, it's Nintendo. Yeah. Come on, dude. Like, come on. They don't have servers.
Apples and oranges, but still.
They don't have servers. Oh god.
I'm saying it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. That's why I didn't really care. That's why I was like, I don't get why everyone's giving them so much shit for this. It's fine. I think it's no big deal. I still got on too in the morning, whatever, and I didn't see any issues. Full game did come out though. They came out with a new character, new agent. The new agent, they adjusted already. They said that the person's going to come out OP. Basically, they're telling everyone, like, straight up, don't get too mad already with this chick, because she's going to seem OP. And you're going to figure her out. I've already figured her out, and I feel a lot of people haven't figured her out already. She has this eye shine around that she throws through a wall, and if you look at it, you're blinded. All you have to do is shoot it, and people don't shoot it, so they just stay blind, and they're like, oh my god, what is this? This is so long. This is like the longest flash of my life. And it's like, no, that's not how you do it. But I just don't. I think that she's a little bit overtuned though. Like that's just my opinion. And they did come out with the new map. The new map is pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. It was we did call it. Someone on Reddit did post it, and I questioned them. And a while ago, I was like, this is supposed to be the new map, and the guy was right. So I was wrong. I could have been wrong for questioning him. The new game mode did come out, and I remember like the Valorant team has got to be. They're hilarious. They got to be like the coolest people to come up with games like Riot Games, because like everyone's tweeting like, oh my god, they're coming out with a new game mode. It's team deathmatch. It's team deathmatch. It's deathmatch. It's team deathmatch. One of those, And like finally, Riot got on like Twitter and Facebook, and they're like, no, it's not team deathmatch. It's gonna be another game mode. And then like a day later, everyone's like, no, dude, it's deathmatch. They're lying with us. It's team deathmatch. It's team deathmatch. And finally, they got on Twitter again. And they're like, listen, seriously, guys, it's not team deathmatch. And it wasn't. It's not team deathmatch. It's like a really cool game mode. You get abilities. You get increased like damage on your abilities if you pick up these orbs. The games are super quick, and like that's the huge problem that I had with Valorant before.
What's the game mode called?
It's called Spike Rush. Everyone has a bomb.
Okay.
Yeah, planting. Someone is planting. The one team is planting, and the other team is defending. Everyone has a bomb on the enemy on the planting team, and like that's what's really cool. So it's it's really rush. It's really a fast-paced game, and like that's what I hated about Valorant before. Is like first to 14 round wins, and that's like a long ass game. Like I'll be playing games for 45 minutes, and I hated it. Like it's
even the pros were 40 minutes. Yeah. Yeah,
like they're so long. So I was like exhausted after 2 games. I'm like, guys, I need a break. Like I can't do this anymore. Like this is too much. Like, but the Spike Rush is super quick. It's like 5 to 8 minute games. Like they're so like it's great. It's way better. Me and like and it allows more for you to have more fun with the game. Like me and Captain Sid, we've been playing a lot on there. I'm sure you guys have seen my stream if you guys watch it, or I think he might have streamed once or twice for FPS Guides on there. But we just have a lot of fun, and it allows you to really goof around and just do stupid stuff. Like, and they also on the release with Valorant, they did say that a lot of people are still banned. A lot of people are still upset. A lot of the cheaters, but you can get over it. If you're a cheater out there, like get over it.
Cheaters are upset. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, like shut your like, dude, shut your mouth. We don't want to hear it. You're cheated. Like, get over it. But a lot of the cheaters are still banned, and the way that the Valorant addressed it, like the way that they said it was really funny too. The Paul Chamberlain, this is a literal quote. He said, "Most cheating account bans also come with a hardwire ban." So he's like, and he literally says this, meaning we track their souls through time and space and ban them again and again when they try to re-enter the game with that fake mustache. And I'm like, dude, like
that's a fantastic quote.
Yeah, he literally
That's awesome.
says that. I'm like, dude, this is great. And then he's like, and the company does still have their 100K bounty for any hackers who find a weakness in their Vanguard thing. And like for all those hackers,
They have a
like,
bounty on the hacker's head.
yeah, no. Unlike it's not a bounty on the hacker's head. It's actually they're giving $1,000.
It's like a contest almost.
Yeah, they're like, our Vanguard is so strong, we don't think you can do it. If you can find a bug in it, we'll give you $1,000 or $100,000. And no hackers actually addressed them or anything, so it's still up there.
Challenge on.
But yeah, that company's hilarious. I actually made a tweet like that was saying like I'm streaming like to my friends and stuff like that on my Twitter account, and I called my stream Overstrike Global Watch Counter, and one of my friends comments on it, dude, what does this even mean? I was like, it means Valorant. Like, and like he liked my comment, and so did like 2 of the devs for.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
I was like,
nice,
no
nice.
way. I screenshotted and sent it to my friend who asked the question. I was like, yo, thanks for the setup. And he's like, and he's like, oh my god, that's crazy. He's like, that's so cool because he plays Valorant too. But yeah, like I like the team, I like the game.
I feel like that's how you know that the devs at Riot, or just devs in general that play games, that's like the difference. They're always on. They're always like, they're always on Twitter. They're literally always on Reddit browsing the subreddits, and they're always like just funny crap like that, dude. Just like, yeah, we have a personality too. That's why we make games. Like,
yeah, like we're people, and like we have a personality that's along with your personality and stuff. Like, yeah, I really like it that they're actually out there and stuff. But yeah, that's my bit with Valorant.
Nice. You're gonna keep playing it, I assume?
Oh, for sure. There's no ranked right now, so that's probably the only issue I have with this release game right now. Is there's a lot of sweaties out there right now playing unranked, and like they're playing it so serious, and it's like, dude, come on, relax. There's no need to get that into the game.
I don't know, man. You're trying to get better. You're trying to get better for ranked. People need to go hard, man.
I know, but I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like there's a time and place. Like if I want to goof around, you should like understand. Hey, this dude's goofing around too. But I also do play serious too, and I like when they play serious against me. But a lot of times it's just too much. Some people take it way too serious. And it's
I used to get sweaty in quick play, man, so I can't talk.
Yeah, but rank's not gonna come out for a couple more patches. They said so, like maybe a month or 2.
Well, then I guess that makes quick play ranked.
Yeah, right. It might. But I think what else we got?
We have to talk about. Well, I mean, you said Valorant released. What was it? Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that actually got released and not delayed this week, because the freaking main thing that everyone was looking forward to was the PS5 basically reveal event, and Sony postponed it for some very, very good reasons. And I'm actually
DK's calling you out, Deadpool-y.
I know. I yell a lot, but like I definitely like scream like ah. Like whenever I get like pinned in a corner and there's nothing I can do, I do like that kind of screaming. I'm like, yeah.
It's like in basketball, dude, when someone's going for a layup and you scream, try to get them to mess up, but you're playing a video game.
Yeah, that's me. I'm screaming. What's going on? Like that. Sorry.
To continue on with the headline, I think basically that we were reading. Everyone was super stoked for this PS5 event. I was super stoked. I know Danny was super stoked. Everyone was super stoked because the world has not been great lately. I want something cool to look forward to right now. But they canceled the event to postpone it. So the rumor is that they're going to delay it till next week, the 12th, which will be interesting. And here's the reason they gave for delaying the event. This is a quote directly from Sony. While we understand gamers worldwide are excited to see PlayStation 5 games, we do not feel that right now is a time for celebration, and for now, we want to stand back and allow more important voices to be heard. This is all in regards to the protesting that's going along and the Black Lives Matter movement that's going on right now. So Sony was like, hey, we're going to step back. let other people talk, and
Yep.
we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you guys next week. So I think that's a pretty good move, optically and publicly, to do this. What do you guys think? Do you think that was a good idea? Do you think they should have delayed it, or do you think it was?
Yeah, absolutely good idea.
Yeah, absolutely good idea.
Straight, like everyone is totally like, because you're gonna take away from the voices being heard out there, like from the protesters and stuff. And I feel like this really doesn't take away, like this isn't gonna take away from, or if they did do this, it was gonna take away from that. So yeah, I mean, of course, it's like the way to go. Plus, they didn't want to like gather everyone around and like possibly turn their thing. I don't know. It's just overall way better, and like they did support it like through posting a bunch of things like on their Twitter too. Same thing like Xbox. A bunch of companies like did get together and do it. So like it was just way better to do this way, I think.
In my reverse opinion, I don't think that they would. I don't think they'd be taking away from the voices. I think they get drowned out. I think postponing it was a good idea because there's more important things happening in the world right now.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but to give them their space and not compete with them was a wise idea.
Yeah, the rumor date is, like I said earlier, next week, June 12th. Do we see the box at this event? Do we see the PlayStation 5 console? What do you guys think?
Why not? Why delay it any further? I don't know.
True, that's kind of my thought, is like Xbox has shown pretty much everything, but this event was mainly focused around PS5 games. But do you think since it's delayed another week, or maybe even a week or two, that it will force them to kind of show the box?
Well, I mean, with any good marketing thing, if they can't show the box, they better have something else up. So that's really going to depend on their marketing team, their product placement. Let's see.
Okay, I
appreciate
think they don't show
the
it.
support, DK, and you're looking forward to Aliens next month. Dope. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think they show it next week. The rumored date. I think they focus on games and they build up that hype, and then maybe in July, that's when Xbox is having their first party reveal. Maybe they show the box then, just to kind of take the wind out of Xbox's sails there. So that's what I think they do.
You think they're just gonna release more games?
Yeah, they're gonna be. I've heard it's gonna be a mainly first party focused show, and mainly games that are running on PS5. They did throw a little bit of shade towards Microsoft, which I thought was funny. It's like we're not gonna show games that are optimized for our system. It's like all right, dude. Like they're gonna be running on your system. They're not gonna be running on PC. I understand. Like it's a little jab to Xbox there. I see.
Speaking of optimized gameplay, Sega Game Gear Micro.
Oh, dude. So, have you guys ever played a Game Gear? Do you know what a Game Gear is?
Dude, no.
It looks like a Tamagotchi to me. You want to explain it to me a little more?
Okay, so for those, I don't even want to say older gamers, because I remember the Game Gear existing when I was small.
I don't want to say older gamers, because then I'm an older gamer.
It's like I'm not gonna label myself as this. But here, I'll throw up the Game Gear Micro. So this is an announcement by Sega, actually. They said they're going to have an industry-shaking announcement, and people are like, oh my god, Sega's making another console, guys. It's happening. And they just didn't really deny it. So this is really what they came up with. Here, I'm going to show you guys right here. That is what they came up with on the screen. For the viewers, you can see it on screen. For the audio listeners, I'm going to describe this thing to you, and you better pull over because you're gonna lose your mind. Like, it is unbelievable. First of all, look at are you guys gonna even get this thing? Like, look how tiny this thing is.
Dude, it's bad.
So here, I'll read you some of the descriptions here, so the audio listeners can get a picture of it here. So the Game Gear Micro, right, is what this little thing is called. Get ready for this. It's 80 millimeters by 43 millimeters by 23 millimeters. It comes with a mono speaker and a headphone jack. And
They're measuring it in millimeters.
It has an enormous 1.5-inch screen. And it comes in 4 colors. It comes in black, blue, red, and yellow. But another twist, another knife in the gut from Sega, is that each color has its own set of 4 different games, which is already mind-blowing to me right now. So I think they're banking on collectors being like, oh my god, there's 4 different games and 4 different colors. I gotta get all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
Yeah.
no,
A
don't do that.
1.15-inch screen.
1.15-inch screen. Oh, it gets better. It gets better, dude. Don't worry, it gets better. I'm not even done yet. So, if you decide to drop $250 to get all 4 of them, which don't do that.
Oh.
Oh.
Get back. Sorry.
Oh, Steven's camera's freaking out. Okay, I'll just keep going. It's fine. He'll reappear.
Yeah.
So if you get all 4, as in like a bundle pack basically, Sega will be nice enough to include its mini version of its big window magnifying glass accessory. This is a thing that you put on the Game Gear Micro to magnify the screen so you can actually see the games that you're playing.
Dude, yeah.
This is the most insane thing I've ever seen in the video game industry. Like,
yeah, this is crazy. Like the fact that like I don't even have my thumbs are too big for that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, Steven's back.
Yeah, it's so small that they actually need a magnifying glass accessory, but you don't get it till later. That's like the dumbest
So
thing.
what if you want to buy one up? Say you like the black version, right? Because it comes with a game that you like or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even really play it because you don't have the magnifying glass accessory because you only get that if you buy all 4. What the hell is this thing?
It's so dude. It's like it's literally keychain material. Like you can put this on your backpack and like dude, this is bad. I don't know. It's so small. Like I don't know how you. There's only like a couple buttons on there. There's a directional pad. There's like 2 buttons, and that's it.
There's two sticks. No, there's 3 sticks.
Is it 3 sticks?
I think it's 3 sticks. I don't know. I remember Sig telling me he played on the Game Gear, and I was like, oh, dude, this is perfect, dude. But then it's so small. Like I can't get over the size, man. This is. Will this product be successful?
No, I don't. Well, okay, so it's $250 for like I think what is this? $250 for all 4.
I think so. 2 or $250, one of those.
Yeah, but they said it was gonna be like $45 each. Like it's gonna be $45 for that or something like that. Like, dude, what? Like that's so expensive. That's like literally a game. Like how much did you say? Like Hades is gonna be like $10, and that's like a fucking full game. It can be $10 if you have that like discount, you know?
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
Like, and this is gonna be like $45. Like that's where the pricing too is what gets me. Like how is like $45 worth of tech in that? You know, like $45 worth of tech and like gameplay in that. Like I don't see that the pricing wise either. But also like my eyes are literally hurting by just looking at it right now. Like I wouldn't be able to play that. I wouldn't be able to play on that. Like, and if I'm playing something that small, like on that small, then I'm playing a mobile game. Like I'm not gonna play.
Yeah, I'm gonna play on my phone that has a non 1.5-inch screen. 1.15. Yeah. Sorry. Let me correct myself.
Yeah, I just don't. It just does it say it's like 4K or is this like 1080?
No, like... I wouldn't even. I'd be surprised if it's even 720, dude. Like I have no idea. Like
you could accidentally swallow it, dude. For real. Like if it has a choking hazard on like the thing, like
I guess that's probably John, right? That's probably John.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gotta be. But like, dude. It's like so small, dude. It's seriously, you gotta keep this away from like kids and dogs and things like that. Like it's oh my god. But the only good thing I think I see out of this is it does give like a little bit of money. It does give them money to like the Sega like because maybe they are I think that this is just a stunt that they're using to make some money for a bigger project, like something like that. And also. Another good thing is that they actually have the old Sonic games on there, and those were pretty fun back then.
However, let me point out that the Sonic games are split between 2 different models. The black one has one, and the blue one has one, and it's like, dude, Sega, you know what you're doing here. You know what you're doing. Like,
I thought at first it was like all the Sonic type games were on one.
No.
And like they had each genre kind of for a different color, but then I was like, oh my god, like it is that where it's like. One of the Sonic games is on the other color, and the other one's on another color, and it's just no. I thought that's just a stunt for them to make some money.
Well, you got to get all 4 anyways, because you have to get that magnifying glass just to play the game.
Dude, this is Happy Meal material. Like this is like
yes.
This is Happy Meal material. This is not like legit. What the hell, dude? I'm upset. I felt like they could have done better. my final take on that. I feel like they could have done better. Disappointed. I'm not mad.
Mediocre. Yeah. So wow. I can't believe that exists. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was so shocked. But hopefully, the second announcement Sega has is a little bit more interesting because, it's not stupid as hell. So, the next thing that they announced, Sega, was their Fog Gaming initiative, FOG, Fog Gaming. And it's basically cloud gaming, but arcade focused, which is kind of an interesting twist, I think. So I'll give you, this is a quote from Forbes actually that I found that kind of describes it pretty well, I think. So this is their cloud gaming service here. So Sega is going to use local arcades and game centers in Japan as essentially server farms in order to create a low latency game streaming service. All right, let's stop right there. How the hell is that even possible? How is that possible? How are you using arcades as server farms?
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to do like a LAN.
Like a giant LAN party, but streamed in the cloud?
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to go for. But I don't think you need like that level, like those server farms or whatever, to play Sega games. Like it's not like they're high FPS. You don't need that much like power to go into these type of games. These arcade games, like they're naturally fun games. They're not that level of competitive. Like you don't need that. It's a bit too much. I don't think that they need that much performance.
True. Let's see what else it says here. It says rather than streaming from the cloud, the idea is to stream from CPUs and GPUs on local arcade machines, which will help performance. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, I don't think it needs that much. It might just be too much, unless like I don't know. I don't know.
I'm lost.
This is like a small theme park for like a carnival like theme park style thing. For like Sega games and stuff. Like it's a little bit unnecessary. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not going to be going to one of these. It's whatever they're going to do, I guess.
But on the arcade side, this means that the store owners could earn money even when their machines aren't in use. Which, yeah, cool. That's cool for the store owners. But like, do you think this will take off? Do you think people will be interested in this to play like old school arcade games, but kind of locally, I guess, is what it's trying to simulate? Do you think this will work? Think this is weird enough to kind of catch fire?
It's a crapshoot. I don't mean to disrespect it, but like, it feels like a shot in the dark. I mean, on one hand, you always have the nostalgia, and you're always going to get some form of fan base just off of that. People that want to try it out, people that want to be, a little hipster about it, whatever it is, you're going to get some attention. Will it last though? Will it become a routine thing?
Yeah, I think I have to agree with that. I don't think that they're going to crank any more money into this. I think this is it. They're going to make whatever they can from it, and just like continue to make a little bit of money off of it.
I mean, at least it's pretty creative, I'd say. It's an interesting twist on the normal cloud tech that we see.
Yeah, but I don't know.
All right, that's pretty much it for Sega. Wow, really stepping on a rake first, and then stepping on another rake, and then a fourth rake, because there's 4 of these damn Game Gear micros.
Yeah,
and then they're just out of the clear now that they're focused on this Fog Gaming thing. What a wild 2 announcements that came together. Like,
yeah, it's like
not even related.
The next one's not going to be much better. Dude, TSM 0. Go ahead, Danny.
You guys can focus on that. I have to do some stuff with the internet.
TSM Zexro.
Zexro.
Yeah, he's Zexro actually got banned from a Ninja tournament. It's got a lot of flack, like a little bit for a while. I mean, anything Ninja does, he's gonna get flack for it. I feel like anything he does, even good or bad, whether he's like buying out a dog shelter or whether he's like cussing out some little kids, like he's always getting flack for whatever he does. But Ninja did host a tournament, the Fortnite tournament over the weekend. The tournament was called Ninja Battles. If anyone doesn't know, it's supposed to be like a 6-week long online competitive tournament for Fortnite. It's gonna be an 80K prize pool. It's every weekend it's going to be a different tournament during tourney, and Zexro won this this was the first week that happened, that it went under, or that they competed. Zexro won the first competitive one, and they played. He won his tournament, and I don't like
It
Fortnite
was
tournaments.
immediately toxic.
Yeah, I don't like Fortnite tournaments and stuff, but it's normally they're like pretty chill. They're nice people. They're usually younger too, and that's where like this kind of gets a little bit out of hand. Zectro went into like an interview afterwards. It's like an online interview, like a Skype call, and the casters were talking about what's happening. Like, hey, you did really good. We saw you picked up this gun. You got all these kills. You felt great to win. And the guy was just kind of chilling the entire time that he was on the interview, and they were wrapping up the interview and. Towards the end of the interview, they're like, "All right, thanks, Zexro. Is there anything you want to say?" Normally people shout out their channels, like their Twitch channels. Some people shout out their brands, mom, dad, whatever, thanks, stuff like that. But this kid basically just goes on and like he literally says, anyone who wasn't top 10 can suck my dick. And he's like, oh, they're all dog shit. Like everyone's brain dead. Everyone sucks. If you didn't get top 10, you're just a bad player. And like just after like immediately, like everyone was like super upset. And like it was just like completely unnecessary. They cut off the stream like a little bit afterwards. They tried to wrap it up super fast. And like, dude, and so he like goes to Twitter and he's like, hey, sorry, I forgot that like he's like sorry, I forgot the parents watch this and stuff, because like making fun of the kids that like play it, because apparently he's a former CS pro. He's making fun of like the people's kids these kids watch it, and like these parents actually watch it with their kids and stuff. And he's like, dude, like. So he had like no remorse for what he said, and then Ninja comments on his thing. He's like, "Congratulations for your first and last Ninja Battles placement." And Ninja then says, "This is gonna be your last Ninja Battles tournament." And I kind of agree and disagree with this, because like, I agree that like you can't be this level of toxic when you're a pro player, like, and you don't be this level of toxic when you win, like, So I don't agree with that, but at the same time. I think of Call of Duty pros. Like Call of Duty pros are so toxic towards each other, like towards everyone. They talk like so much to each other. Like it's so bad. Like they get like suspended from each other's teams for talking like shit to each other's teamates. Like and let alone like when they're at a LAN, they're yelling at each other. Like it's pretty bad. Like but they still play. They still like win, and like they use that like drama between people to gain more followers or gain more like viewership and stuff. But like when it comes to Fortnite, I can see that like it's more kids, I guess, generated, so they don't want that level of toxicity in there.
I don't know, I'm all for getting rid of toxicity in gaming. Do you know how hard it is to come up with strategy when your teammates are just flaming each other? Like no one's gonna win. Like you are going to lose if you're not coming up with strategy and you're just flaming. Like if that's all you're doing, you're not gonna win.
I guess not toxicity, I mean more like trash talk. Like trash talk.
Right, but flaming. You're flaming each other. You suck, you're garbage, I can't believe you missed that. Yeah.
Well, toxicity is like more like you're not advancing in like the group, like towards your teammates. Like yeah, you're not winning, but like in some like, and it doesn't help your team that you're just like ragging on someone for not playing well. Like that's not like like poor toxicity. But when I'm talking more like trash talk, like afterwards is usually when the trash talk happens. It's like, yeah, dude, you suck, and like the lobbies and stuff. Like, and this is kind of like a trash talk. Like, and I can see like that they don't like trash talk in like Fortnite, but like usually they do allow so much trash talk in like Call of Duty, and they more trash talk in like PUBG and stuff like that. And they do allow a lot of it in fighter games. Like I don't know if you've ever seen the fighter games after they compete, where they're sitting next to each other, they get in each other's faces and stuff like that for like fun. Like the winner, gets in one person's face. Mm-hmm. And like they allow that in like in LANs and stuff. Like so they allow it like in person. And this was like over online. So I mean, I agree and disagree. I think for Fortnite that was a good move. You shouldn't have this guy on here. But for other games, I wouldn't see an issue. But also, this is Ninja, and he can do whatever he wants with this tournament. And yeah.
True.
Yeah. So you can do. But next bit of news: Destiny 2. People still play Destiny.
That
Destiny
game exists.
Yeah, I totally forget. It was great. I loved the game.
I know Steven loves Destiny.
Dude, I played all of Destiny 1. Destiny 2, though, it was hard to get back into because it felt a lot of the same. It didn't feel like a new game. It just felt like new maps.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what I was gonna say about Destiny 2 too. Like, I did get into Destiny 1, and I was like, up till I didn't sleep before an exam type stuff, when I was playing Destiny
Mhm.
1. And Destiny 2, I just was. It was literally didn't feel like the same game, just like different maps, like you said, just different guns, newer guns and stuff, and it was just like not that great. But so I kind of got away from it. Even when it was free, I still didn't really play it. And there was just
Yeah,
so much grinding.
it was
Grinding
kind
was
of a
annoying.
money pit too. Like the first one, every DLC was like $30, and I gotta be
Yeah.
honest, it wasn't $30 worth of content. Like it was
Mhm.
good, but it wasn't that good. And then
Yeah.
I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna get back into this with Destiny 2 and getting sucked in and up all night doing the raids just to maybe pass it your first time. And nah,
Yeah.
it got way too grindy. And then difficulty was just set by how much damage the enemy did and how big their health bar was. And it got to the point where you're just like crowded in a room, everyone's got rocket launchers, and you all got to fire at once, or this one enemy's not going to die. He's going to instantly regain his health, and then you got to do it all over again. And it wasn't fun anymore. It's not strategy. That's just.
Yep. I remember when I was actually one of the founding fathers for clearing the Vault of Glass, the very first raid, or very first Destiny. Like when it first released, we were like up all night trying to finish it, and like we had just finished it, and then we go into IGN and they're like, the first team to ever finish it just like announced it, and I was like, we just finished it. That's the lion. Like we were so upset. Like we were like,
It could have been me.
It was like, oh gosh, why didn't we have IGN on quick dial? Like what the hell? Like. Like we were so mad because we were up so late, constantly doing this thing. It was so hard. It was hard. I don't know. It's definitely a grindy game, and it's one of those games that you're gonna be up late playing. But I think this news with Destiny 2, the whole year 4 thing. I think this got I think this was gonna be announced at the PlayStation thing, which I think we're gonna see something else later. That they release some news and then they kind of like take it back and we're like, oh shit, like we didn't mean to do that. But for year 2, for Destiny's year 4, I mean, it was revealed but immediately taken down on Instagram. This video went up when like the PlayStation that whole Sony announcement was supposed to happen. Yeah, but the Destiny posted a teaser video for the new expansion that's coming out. A couple people recorded it, and the video is kind of like drifting a little bit everywhere on the internet. But like I couldn't find it, so I was trying super hard. I couldn't find it. But the news, it was supposed to be one of the things that's going to be now released on like the 9th with all the other like Sony news and stuff. But I guess it does reveal a little bit that like there's going to be a whole new race, I guess, for Destiny, and it also gives a little bit of information about like where Eris is going to be and like the new Jupiter or the Jupiter planet and stuff, or one of the Jupiter moons. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so I guess it was kind of a leak there that they kind of messed up. One of those things that the Destiny forgot to take down off their like posting queue, and they posted it anyways. But yeah. Another leak thing that I did find is some footage of THQ. The cancellation of the Avengers FPS actually appeared online over the week.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
This was a leak of gameplay footage that it seemed to be early pre-alpha phase gameplay. It looked like it actually had a lot of potential, and a lot of like FPS players, like gamers and stuff like that, were a little bit upset that this wasn't the version that was released, but like the one that Square Enix is going to release is going to be, the one that's coming out on September 4th. Like that one is like, yeah, that one's the one that's going to be coming out instead. And like I did watch the gameplay and stuff, and it looked like really good. And honestly, I'm on the train of people who like are the FPS players. Because it looked like legit, like it looked like it was actually going to be like a team-based game, like you actually like more Destiny style stuff. I don't know.
Wait, it was in a first-person perspective?
Yeah, it was first person.
What?
Like yes, it was first person, and like I was watching the guys playing Iron Man, and he was like dodging, shooting out, like shooting his gun, like his little beam thing super fast, like, and he was like seeing people down, like little bosses and stuff, like and the Hulk was running around. And he was covering the Hulk as like the Hulk was doing an ability, and he was like super. It looked like so team based. It looked really great, like team based wise. It was still the pre-alpha like kind of video, so like there were things that like it was a really clear Hulk and it was a really clear Iron Man, and they had the FPS is going down. Like, you know, it was he could get his shots off super quick. You know, it looked really clean and everything. But then there was like literally a glowing like circle that just said item, and like, you know, another thing that like was later on and it says like boost, like it just like, so it was like pre-alpha like that, so you could see those things. But it looked so good, and I think this is THQ's way of being petty that they weren't the people who got funded and they got canceled and Square Enix got picked up for this. So it was like a leak, you know, of the gameplay footage that they ended up not doing.
I can't believe THQ Nordic would be contracted to do an Avengers game, to be honest. Like, THQ Nordic is not a big they're not a big publisher, really. They're just...
Yeah, they aren't. They're not that big, but
they don't have the money, like, to do this.
I know. I have to show you this. This is crazy. Like, I don't know. I feel like if anyone's out there and you guys, it's the gameplay video is out there, and I mean, it's nothing that like the Marvel Studios can do to like, you know, put money into this one. I mean, I guess they could, but I don't know. I think that this THQ just being petty, and it just looks so good though. It's like it looked really good, and I really wanted this to be the game over the Square Enix one. Like, and I'm a huge Marvel fan. Like, I'm pretty upset. I'm a little bit upset about it.
Are you looking forward to the Marvel's Avengers game by Square Enix? Or is it more just like, let's see what happens?
I don't like Square Enix. Like,
no,
I don't like Square Enix. No, I don't. Like,
why?
I call them like the land of the
pretty good games.
I think if they come out with great stories and great storylines, I think they come out with like, you know, really high quality game, like the gameplay. You know, it's like really high graphics, but I don't like the way that they play. It's not my style of playing. I feel like it is more just button mashing, and you get to what you're doing. Even if you do watch like the Square Enix like videos and stuff like that they released for the Marvel's Avengers game that they have, or the Avengers game that they have, it does look. If you actually look at it, like the one thing that I can really describe that really like sticks out to me is the Hulk running around. It's almost like one ability. Like he only has like two abilities like to use, and then when he jumps in the air, he gets two more abilities. And the game looks really clear, clean. Looks really like high graphics.
High budget.
But it looks like you don't have any abilities. It looks like all you do is press X whenever you press X again. You press X again, and like that's one of the issues that I had with like Kingdom Hearts. I love the Kingdom Hearts like gameplay. I think it's dope. I love the Kingdom Hearts dope that like, you know, you get to kill people alongside with Goofy, you know? You get to kill, like, you know, you get to hit an alley-oop with Daffy Duck, you know? Like, things like that. And, like, the...
Donald Duck, sir. Correct yourself.
Yeah. But, yeah, like,
DK's challenging you, saying that if Spider-Man was in it, you'd be more about it.
Dude.
That licensing will literally never happen.
Yeah, that'd be way too much. That would be a whole nother contracting issue. But... yeah, it definitely. I really wanted the THQ one to be, and I did like it. I mean, Square. I'm just not a fan of Square Enix, like how they play their games, like how you play them. I mean, like, you know. But the cutscenes are great, and the transitions between cutscenes you almost can't tell. Like, in the way that they do their transitions are great.
It's very fluid.
Yeah, it's a very fluid game, but it's just the way you just press X a lot, and that's it. You press X in the air and you get something else. It's just. That's what I don't
You should
like.
play Nier Automata, dude. That gameplay is very, very good. Very good.
I'm gonna have to. Well, wait, is it PS4? Because I don't have a PlayStation.
No, it's on PC and Xbox.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's on everything except Switch. Because I mean, come on.
Nothing's on Switch right away ever.
Yeah, if honestly, if it wasn't Spider-Man wasn't that, I might be more about it. But I don't know. But that's what I have to say about the THQ. Xbox was a little bit spicy issue over the week because I think this is Xbox being what I'm going to say. Xbox is Phil Spencer is upset about the whole COVID situation. I mean, as everyone is, but
yeah, he's the only one. He's the only one.
He's the one.
Yeah, no one else is upset about
Why
this.
is no one angry about this?
Everyone's mad about this right now, Yeah, but he says he's upset that he can't showcase the Xbox because players can't really appreciate the true power of like their next gen console. He says you can't really feel the improvements with the FPS that's going to be coming out with the Xbox. Like I understand that, like I totally get that. Like it makes a lot of sense. Like why he would be upset because like PlayStation does go for like more. I feel like they do go a little bit more for graphics, and that's what their console is being set up for. And same thing, like Xbox is more towards FPS, and you can just go and look at a YouTube video of like how clean like the Sony games are, but you can't look at a YouTube video and see how like the FPSs are on like on the Xbox. So I see why he's a little bit upset, but I feel like people should know this information, and he doesn't need to go out on an interview and take to social media to complain about this. I feel like this is kind of like, hey, I don't know. I feel like he almost shouldn't have said it. It's kind of a little bit unprofessional.
It's kind of marketing in itself, though.
I guess.
True.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of complaining because it's like, then be more creative, dude. Then like find another solution. Like you're Phil Spencer, dude. You have the backing of Microsoft. Like think of something.
Yeah, it's like find a way to wow your people in this situation, and if you can't, then don't. I don't know, but I feel like this was just them, like complaining, like it's a bit. But at the same time, I do understand what he's saying, that you can't feel the improvements, and yeah.
I'm sure you could just have a couple streamers go and try it out and give their reviews and opinions on it, and that would be enough.
Well, yeah, but that's also what he's saying. You can't, because when you're twitching on like Twitch, you have like some people are locked like a certain amount of FPS. Like some people like don't have.
I'm not saying they do it live. I'm just saying like have someone who already has a big fan base go in and try it out for themselves. Maybe bring a camera or something. I don't really care what they do and record the session, but then have them talk about it. Have them have interviews about it. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense actually. Yeah, I mean, why not give it to like give the freaking console if they have a console out there yet that they're just waiting for the release. They can just give it to like someone like Summit, or they can give it to like XQC or some other big streamer.
Yeah, but do you think those streamers would be like, okay, cool, 60 frames, big deal, I have a PC? Like, it doesn't like, cool, dude.
No, because they want the fan base. They're going to go in there and take it professionally because they want people to watch their stream, watch their YouTube, whatever it is that the platform that they show it on. They want to get the views because that's how they make money. So they're not going to go in there and say 5 words about it after they played it for 30 minutes. They want the money too. Like it's a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah, I do think it's just a little bit tough obstacle, but
yeah,
COVID has been an obstacle for everyone. And Sony's found a way around it. Xbox has found a way around it.
I mean, once it's out there and it's known, when people actually get the console and they can experience it for themselves, it'll sell itself. It's just they don't get the hype train that Sony's gonna get.
Yeah.
But wah. I don't know. Like.
That's true. I mean, it actually comes up in our Let's Argue section. I guess we could probably just stick that in here because we're talking about Xbox. Like, what do you guys think of Xbox's strategy compared to PlayStation? As in, Xbox says they're not going to have exclusive games for the Series X for the first 2 years. All the games they come out with, first party and third party, will play up and down the family of Xbox consoles. So if you have an Xbox One, you can play Halo Infinite. It's not going to be locked to your next-gen system. Whereas Sony and PlayStation 5 are being like, no, we're going to have like launch window titles specifically for PlayStation 5, and we're not going to make PS5 games for PS4.
Yeah,
I was really big into Xbox when it first came out, and it was like I mentioned in the last video, I was really into the party and all of their like online social connection stuff, but not having any major titles is what had me transfer the PS4 over Xbox One. I mean, why am I getting a whole new console if there's nothing new about it? I mean, obviously there's more FPS and like the power's stronger, but why choose yours over anyone else if you don't have anything new to do with what it comes with?
Yeah.
To interface with it.
Like I'm saying with the whole like situation with like the COVID, he was complaining with COVID. Yeah, they don't have like a real showcase for the Xbox. They can show off like what they're going for. But so that's like a little bit crippling. But like even more crippling is that they have like nothing going with their release Like,
But 2 years, man.
Yeah.
This thing will be released, and then 2 years later is when it finally gets its own exclusive title. Like, who thought of that marketing? What?
I can tell you
don't
who
know.
thought of that marketing. Matt Booty thought of that
mean-
marketing. The vice president of, or the guy that's head of Xbox Studios, that guy, he thought of it.
yeah, I don't get, like, it doesn't make sense why they would do that, but, like, also, I think that they are, dude, I don't know, really, because, like, the only thing I can think of is Xbox Game Pass, like, that being, like, I don't know, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I think the strategy is that get people into the Xbox community and everything so that when they want to upgrade to the Series X, that they don't lose any games or anything.
I mean, that's a good feature, but what? Like, I'll see you in 2 years then. Like, I mean, I'll get whatever I want, get the exclusive titles, and then in 2 years when Xbox comes out, maybe I'll pick it up then. But I'm not. Why am I getting a console for backwards compatibility? Why am I getting a console just
That's
to
basically
play?
it, yeah.
Yeah, like.
That, but also, like, I think it's backwards, because, like, what I do have here in my notes is that, like, PS5 exclusives, like, will not be playable on the PS4, but Xbox will.
Correct.
The way that PS4, the way that the PlayStation is being released, and the way that the Xbox is being released, I feel like that should flip flop. You know, like, I feel like Sony should, like, allow, like, a little bit backwards compatibility, and, like, Xbox shouldn't. If they're not going to come out with, like, an exclusive for 2 years, then, like, what's the point of having, or, like, forcing, their publishers or whatever to come up with or not come out with, like, the PlayStation games and stuff like that. Like, it's just not, I don't know what they're thinking there.
Like, I've seen a lot of like YouTubers and people on Twitter that are Xbox, like, diehards and content creators and stuff, which is fine. You can have your own preference, whatever, dude. But like, they're saying just like, Xbox Series X is gonna have thousands of launch titles. It's like, all right, you need to slow down, dude. You need to slow down, because, like, I don't consider any game on Xbox Game Pass as a launch title for the next gen system. That's BS, dude. No. That's a very weak argument because you don't have any games to show. That's the argument.
Yeah, like, I don't get it, and I think that this is gonna allow, like, Sony to get away with their, like, a little bit more costly,
and plus Xbox Game Pass, you get all the exclusives day one anyway, and if you have it on PC, there you go. Like, you literally don't need to get a Series X until 2 years later.
Well, the PC one is, like, behind. You don't get all the PC, like, you don't get all the exclusives.
Yeah, you do.
No,
I got
on PC, the PC version, not, like, exclusive, but you don't get, like, all the games like Game Pass. Like, you don't get all of them.
Oh, no. But, like
There's not
Xbox
really-
first-party games, when they come out on Game Pass, it goes to PC as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just not... I feel like the Xbox thing is, like, on the PC is a little bit overhyped. It's not as tuned as, like, the Xbox.
No,
Game Pass.
definitely not. But it is nice to have those exclusive games on PC through Xbox. Because I'm not going to go get a Series X now. Like, I'm not going to do that. PlayStation 5, hell yeah, I'm going to go get that. Like, Godfall's going to come out. Like, Horizon 2, Bloodborne 2, God of War 2, all these things, Spider-Man 2, like, you can't get that anywhere else, which is why people shit on Sony because, like, oh, they're making exclusives. Oh. It's like, what do you mean, dude? Like, they have their own studios. Like, of course they're going to do that. Do you shit on Netflix for making their own stuff, or Amazon Prime? No. Like...
Yeah, and I really don't get, like, really why you would want to, like, an Xbox right now. I think it's just so sad. It's just sad to see that, because I, like, do like Xbox, you know, I do like them, but, like, they're going to shoot themselves in the foot like this. It's like, dude, what the hell? Like, I don't get why.
I do like them. They have the most comfortable controller. They've got really good interface system. I mean, everything except the game is really good. And unfortunately, you're buying a game console for the game. So I don't know.
And I don't get, like, why. The only other thing is, like, if you're gonna get a console, like, to get higher FPS to play a more, like, FPS intensive game, like say you're playing Overwatch on your Xbox, and, like, you do want a little more frames, like, so you would get, like, the new Xbox for more frames to play Overwatch again, but then you'd have to buy Overwatch again. Like, and I don't get it, like, why they would want to do that.
Well, I think we spent enough time flaming Xbox. You want to go into EA?
No.
Oh,
yeah.
the next best company.
Yeah. Now we can flame EA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming to Steam in the near future. EA has been slowly adding to their games ever since Star Wars, the Jedi Fallen Order. Eventually, you'll be able to get the benefits of EA access on Steam, such as discounts with the EA titles. Wow, EA is actually giving discounts. They're not just money hungry. Sorry, that was a side.
It's Nintendo, dude. That's Nintendo.
This is a big deal considering EA already has the Origin, their own launcher. Will Origin no longer be needed? Can we delete it entirely? Hopefully.
Dude, oh my god. It's like, yeah, okay, so I remember
Origin is so bad.
the second Captain Stiffy found out about this, he like texting me, he's like, dude, we might not need Origins anymore. And I was like, and he's like, check this out. And like, he told me about it, or he like, told me about all this. And I was like, dude, I already didn't like Origins. Like, I thought it was the dumbest thing. I was like, the only reason I downloaded Origins in the first place is because Captain Stiffy pressured the hell out of me to get on Apex. And I don't like Battle Royale that much. He's like, dude, get Apex, play with me. I'm like, dude, I don't like Battle Royales. I hate them. I think that they're annoying. I think it's the same game, literally just different, like, it's just the same thing. I don't hated Origins. I had to download Origins just to do that. I used to like Battle Royales. I used to a while ago, but then I'm like, dude, I don't like them anymore. They're too repetitive. They're annoying. Like, I don't like it's dumb. But I played 2 games of Apex, and then I immediately uninstalled it, and then I uninstalled Origins, and Origins was just like the most pointless launcher to have. Like, it was just so dumb. It's like disgusting to have on like my icon. Like,
it looks disgusting. It offends me when I look at it.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with the Epic Games launcher. Like, Epic Games has like their own like games that are exclusive for them, and they come out there first, and you have to download them there first. But like at the same time, I don't want to use the Epic launcher. I want to just like use one. I don't want to have 4 or 5 different things on my PC in order to play them. Like, I think it's really, really dumb. So I think this merging like into like the EA going to like Steam is so much better. Like, I don't want to have to download a whole new like launcher just to play an EA game. Like, I think that was so dumb. Like, and the only people who could get away with something like that is Epic Games, and it's not working out that great for them right now. I mean, at least every time I get on Epic Games launcher, I'm like, why? Like, this is kind of dumb. So I do think that this is kind of a good move, and I really do hope that I don't need to have Origins ever again.
Oh my god, dude, I hate Origin. It's terrible. It's really bad.
But I don't hate EA games I don't hate EA games, that much, but like I also don't like them that much. So it's whatever, some are good, some are bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't hate EA. I just think the launcher is dumb. Like, that's it.
Their games are not the best either, in my opinion. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is pretty good. It's a little buggy though. I gotta tell you that it's pretty buggy, but it is pretty good. I did enjoy it. Titanfall is still the crown jewel of EA, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I did have fun on PUBG. Yeah, there was a little bit of fun in there. It was like a lot of fun to act stupid on there, whatnot, but it wasn't. Sorry, Kevin said we were saying there. He said, yeah, because I did play with him for a bit there. But then PUBG got onto Steam, so you could buy it on Steam instead. You didn't have to have although Origins downloader, a whole different launcher for it. But that's my take on the EA things.
True, I agree with
That's
that.
my take.
Okay, so we have a few other things to discuss. What do you want to attack there, Steven? You're about to say something.
No, yeah. I was just transitioning like you are. Basically, in the wake of recent protests against police brutality and racism, Infinity Ward posted a statement on Twitter this week. They stated that they'll be cracking down on Call of Duty's rampant racist username problem. They'll also be cracking down on racism in games in general. I think that's good. I definitely think that, like I said earlier. I think
that's good. Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like getting rid of toxicity in general. I mean, racism's horrible, but any form of toxicity, just please,
Dude.
Yeah, tune it down, tune it way down. We assume you'd be getting heavy punishment if you're racist. And since Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2, punishment if you're racist heavier than if you would just being toxic, which is fair, especially with the current times.
Sure.
Dude, I mean, I feel like racism in any situation isn't really good at all, and
it just needs to die, man.
Yeah,
it's
for real.
It just needs to die. It's not even worth talking about, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, like current events, but I don't even understand why people are racist in this day. you're smart enough to know that a difference in color is what you're judging an entire person off of.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's not dive too hard in that.
Everybody does know that like Call of Duty is known for like being it's like so toxic. It's like the most toxic game. Like I said, like in lands, like they do like trash talk each other like and stuff like that. But like also I feel like Infinity should have like cracked down on this kind of stuff like a while ago because like it's always been there. It's not
while ago, like 10 years ago, dude. Like
no, like they've always like all the Call of Duty. I mean, okay, well, I'm talking about like the toxicity and like the names and stuff like that. So many people had like so many bad names that they get away with, and I'm like, dude, how is this person even like still on here right now? I'll be playing with, and like I feel like that now Infinity Ward is saying, oh my god, now we're actually gonna do something about it. It's like, dude, your game is like notorious for being like this. Like this is almost your staple, like for being like this level of toxicity, and like now you guys are like come on, you should have this like
all of a sudden because of current events
they're doing
like,
something.
Yeah.
At least they're finally getting around to it. Oh,
yeah.
Goodness.
But all right, enough of that, I guess.
Yeah.
The next thing I do want to mention actually is the Future Game Show is part of this thing called the Guerrilla Collective, which is a showcase of indie games. Basically, it's going to take place tomorrow, June 6th through June 8th, and yeah, if you just want to see like there's supposed to be like 90 games during this showcase. So if you want to check it out, I think it airs at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. So if you're looking for some cool indie games or just want to see some cool stuff, check that out because indie games are cool, man. Indie games deserve more respect.
Of course. So it finishes June 8th, and then the future Destiny 2 will be revealed the day after on June 9th at 12 p.m. Eastern. You want to take up Quantum Error? I don't know much about that.
Oh yeah, that's just a new first-person horror game. It looks to me like it's a first-person take on Dead Space, kind of. Not like in that universe, just like that style of horror. So, and that's going to be shown tomorrow too, and that's going to be on next-gen systems. So I'm pretty excited about that. I would like to see a new horror shooter game. I have not played those in a while, so yeah, I'm pretty excited to see that. Very cool. Very much looking forward to that.
EA delays Madden NFL 21 due to the protests. Okay.
21 announcement.
20
not the
announcement.
Game.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, the announcement. That's a big point not to miss.
I mean, no one cares if they delay Madden anyway. Who cares? But still.
We all know what it's gonna be. We all know it's gonna be another Madden.
All new physics system. It's like, all right, come on. No, it's not. Come on.
Not together. Yeah.
But yeah, that's been delayed. I know Cyberpunk 2077's Night City Wire event, which is by CD Projekt Red, that was supposed to happen on the 11th of June. That is being delayed because of the same reasons EA is delaying things, due to protest and just how crazy the world is right now. So they wanted to kind of move out of the way and support the protest by not having their announcement and taking up any limelight or any headlines. So a lot of these companies are doing this and moving away from this week or maybe even next week because of everything that's happening. And this is a smart move because you don't want to be that one company that's still like, yeah, we're still doing stuff. It's like, okay. Why are you doing that? So yeah. I think it's good that these companies are moving away. We'll get our games eventually, so sit tight. We'll get that. Yeah, and then we have Project Cars 3. Are you guys familiar with Project Cars? It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. It's more of a simulation racer.
Yep, I've seen some of it. Yeah, it's like really I feel like if you're racing in real life and stuff, and you're really into the cars like that much, then you almost are into this. You're playing this like. I've seen people's setups for when they play this, and it looks like they're entering a pod. This game, like the people that I've seen that stream this game and stuff like that, their like setups are just insane, and they like want to be in a car. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How's the customization?
In the trailer, it looked good.
Yeah.
I think like the other Project Cars, it's like almost you literally change your engines. Like.
Yeah, it's very extensive.
They use really. Yeah, it's a sim. Like, you spend almost just as much time like working on your car, like. More time almost.
It's racing it.
Yeah, like that's how like serious it is.
But I mean, that's kind of half the fun.
Yeah, but yeah, especially if you're into cars and stuff like that. Like then this is 100%. if you're into like real life cars and like really like racing, and you have your own like car and stuff like that, like you are like that you're working on, you have this.
I
game.
get into that stuff. Like even in card games and stuff, I spend more time building my deck than I do actually dueling half the time.
Yeah.
Like I like customization of things. I like having it work the way I want it to.
True. So if you're into that, check that out. I know one of our other guys, Ayachi's super into cars, and I know Elikano SC is also into that. So maybe they could check it out there. Hint, hint. But let's
Speaking
see.
of check it out, The Last of Us, the live action trailer. Did y'all catch that?
Oh, yeah.
I did see it.
Oh my gosh. That part where she hops over the car and the camera zooms in on her face, the amount of detail they put in those 3 seconds blew me away. Like, just the anguish, the fear, I couldn't believe that a CG thing was that complex for. Go ahead.
I am gonna burst your bubble a little bit though. It wasn't CG, it was live action.
Okay, live action. It looks I don't know, it looked really good.
Do you guys like live action trailers for games as marketing?
Apparently.
No.
Apparently I like it. Like, it looked really good.
I'd say no. I don't think I do.
No?
I don't like it
it?
either.
It's cool and all. I don't think it's that great. I think for like an advertisement for the game, no. But an advertisement for like I don't really know a word for it, but like the Mountain Dew commercials and stuff like that, where they're like, drink Mountain Dew, you get like 1,000 battle points for Call of Duty, and they have like someone drinking Mountain Dew while they're in a battlefield, and like for Call of Duty, like those I'm okay with, like those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Or, eat Doritos chips, and you gain double XP boosters or something like that, and they have like some dude fighting like a dude in real like a t-shirt and jeans like fighting in work, something like that, and they're like, and you get like things like that. And I appreciate those. Like I like those. Those are pretty cool. But I don't like for them to reveal their games like in live action. I think it's kind of like I want to see the gameplay. I want to see them like wow me rather than them have like an actor.
So you feel like it's kind of cheating?
Yeah, I feel like
misleading
it's
almost?
basically it's cheating.
It's a little misleading, yeah.
Y'all lying to me. I want to see it. Show it off. Like flaunt it if you got it. Type thing,
True. I agree. I don't think it sends really the right message, but I do think it works for reaching kind of the non-gaming community, because if you see this like trailer and it showed on ESPN, so if you're just watching nothing on ESPN right now and then you see this trailer and you're like, that looks cool, and that's a game, like, okay, but then you would go and see the trailer and you'd be like, all right, that doesn't look as realistic as the commercial I just saw. So I think it's a little misleading. I don't like it.
Okay.
I'd have to say like what DK says is like, yeah, just whenever I see like those type of trailers, like the live action ones, he thinks that it looks dope as hell, but he assumes that the gameplay ain't good to look at.
Yeah, because they're not showing it.
Yeah, so I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
What is this Kingdoms of
MLR.
MLR?
Re-Reckoning?
Have you guys played the original?
No.
I have not either. I don't know anything about this game.
Oh, great. None of us have anything to talk about this. All right.
Oh, crap.
John says he has.
Yep,
in chat. Why don't you tell us about it, John? In chat.
It's cool.
Because people are freaking out on Twitter. Like, people are like losing their mind. It's like, oh, it's being remastered. Hell yeah, it's coming back. Like, I like the art. The art looks cool, but like, I've never played it, so I don't really have any attachment to the remaster. I'll definitely play it if it looks cool, though. If the remaster looks cool.
Yeah, I kind of saw some of it. Didn't really. I didn't. I think now that I kind of like googled it real quick and I saw the picture, I was like, oh yeah, I did see some hype behind it, but I also haven't played it really. Like I've seen like a bunch of like articles and stuff like that about it recently, but like I didn't know that this was that game. I didn't know that this was the name to it. But
all right, so the storytelling is meh, but the game is actually pretty good. Well, that's all RPGs. You just skip through the storyline and you just button mash A. Getting back to the game, I mean, that's all
JRPG, yeah. Cool though. So
I do have Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh, Minecraft Dungeons.
They announced a little bit of gameplay that I did have on there. I think you've been showing. Yeah, Minecraft Dungeons it's all right. It looks it could be better.
It
But
can be better.
it's a pretty chill game. You know, one of the complaints I did have about it is that my PC with my 1080p i7 was dropping, couldn't get 144 frames, or couldn't get 144. Like I was like, dude, what is going on? Like I had to drop it to like almost 1080, and I think you could see me in the game.
Ugh,
like messing with my
dropped to
settings
1080.
Yeah, I was like, I definitely come into a little bit of a snob, kind of when it comes to that.
PC Master
Yeah.
Race snob over here.
Yeah, I did have like I was like, come on, but I was a little bit upset with that, but it looked pretty chill. I do like a little bit more of a challenge, so at first it was pretty easy, then I cranked up the difficulty a lot, and then I got like my challenge, and I was like, okay, all right, and then I'm like, I can understand how you play with your friends now, so, and how you get like a party going to clear levels and stuff, and it looks pretty cool. But they did say that they're going to release the first DLC sometime in July. But they also said that later on in the next DLC that they're planning to have crossplay. So not just crossplay between crossplay between like all platforms and stuff, but and their Game Pass PC and the Xbox like Game Pass as well, because the game is free on Game Pass if you guys didn't know. Also, the Capcom tour is another thing that got postponed.
Another thing.
Yep.
Everything's postponed.
Oh yeah. Also, the thing with Call of Duty did was huge thing with the protest. They did support it, and they did postpone the Call of Duty Warzone season, the new season that was supposed to release. They did postpone that, and they postponed the Warzone release for the mobile. So I know last week we did say that the Gulag was supposed to be coming out this week, so the Gulag is gonna have to wait a little bit longer. So. But and then they also one another thing that I did notice as well is the Godfall trailer that was released. They did release a little bit more, like another quick snippet for the Godfall, and that's probably the most hype game I am for, or the most hype I am for a game for the
Really
PlayStation.
interesting.
That game, I think.
Because we haven't seen very much of it.
I mean, yeah, I know, but it still looks sick. It looks like it. I mean, it looks sick. It just looks. Like the armor-wise, the art.
Are you gonna get a PS5 for it? Be like,
yeah.
Man.
I've already said I'm getting the PS5, and like, this is the game that I'm gonna get on release if I can get it. Like immediately, like financially wise, But
I did hear.
First game I'm going for.
I did hear a crazy rumor. This is a crazy rumor that. They may put that game out on PlayStation Plus with PS5 to get everyone into it.
Okay.
And I was like, whoa,
Wow.
That would be like free on PlayStation Plus, PS5 launch title. That would be just wild.
That would be crazy. That would be worth getting the console.
They do need like a lot of. I feel like it is one of those games that you need to play with friends, or you need to like have like a matchmaking party, to play and like clear bosses or whatever, so that they do need like a lot of people in there. So I think that is a smart move for them to do that.
That'd be wild.
Sea of Thieves did finally release on Steam. That was a little bit of hype going on for a while because a lot of people on Steam or on PC didn't really see the justification of buying. At least a lot of my friends, they didn't see the justification of buying Sea of Thieves. Like they were like, it looks really fun, it looks super hype, and I was telling my friends to get it, and they're like, I just don't want to pay the money. It's like just not enough money. Like it's just a little bit too much for me to pay, and stuff. And they didn't want to have to get a whole Game Pass thing and stuff. They just didn't want to do all that. I don't know. But now that it's on Steam for some reason, people were like, hell yeah, this is what we wanted. And it's like, dude, it's kind of on Game Pass. I don't know why, but I don't know. There was so much hype behind this for almost no reason. But one of the things that they did say, and people were like, I don't know, trying to be cheap about it, I guess. But if you own a copy of Sea of Thieves on Xbox, you're not going to be getting a Steam key for free to play, so you can play on your PC.
But your progress will transfer, though.
But your progress will transfer. Which
that makes total sense.
It makes, yeah. I don't know why people think it's like, guys, that makes, yeah.
That's like going into Subway with a Jersey Mike's coupon and be like, do you guys take this? Like, no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But people are upset.
However, you still get your sub. It transfers.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't get it. I don't know. People are upset about that. It's like that makes no sense. It's like why, whatever. But it does. It's on Game Pass though, like the Xbox Game Pass, So it's like you can just get the Game Pass for like $5. Like why not just do that? But
true. So we're hitting the 12:20 5 mark. I want to kind of end it in 5 minutes, around 12:30. Don't want to go like terribly long here. So I think we should skip to our deals and our rumors section to cover
wait,
that.
I want to say one thing real quick. Hold on.
Okay,
All right. There was like if anyone out there plays Sims 4, apparently there's a funny bug out there for June 3rd, or that came out June 3rd. And literally, it's like Sims players like are noticing this that when you go to the bathroom, flames are jumping out of their toilet bowls. Like they're literally
they all had Taco Bell.
Yeah, they're literally pissing and fires coming out of the toilet bowl, so it looks so funny, and people are like, "What is going on?" But sorry, yeah, that's it.
I did actually look at the Fairy Tale game RPG that was coming up. I'll just touch on it real quick since we're short on time. They released 25 minutes of uncut gameplay, and I got to be honest, the gameplay's turn-based, so it looks kind of like old school Final Fantasy style, which is cool. But if I'm being really honest, this game could have been on your phone. Like it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing. The levels were really open. Like the wallpapering of the levels was really detailed, but the actual path, it is a big open path with borders, not much exploration, and you just go forward, touch one enemy, get into an arena style cutscene battle, and then open a chest when you're done. And it's very, very watered down and basic.
Sounds like a mobile game.
Yeah, but they're gonna charge for a PC game.
Oh man.
Yeah.
100% agree. Like agree with that. Don't. Anyways, yeah.
Do we want to talk about the Minecraft Dungeon Secret Cow level? The tribute to Diablo 2 and 3. Anyways, it's just a hidden level with tons of loot, high level cow enemies, but it was just funny, just a little cheeky thing that they did.
It's a little Easter egg, just like a nod to like this is what we're taking inspiration from this. So
Yep.
That's nice.
Yep.
That's nice to do. Yeah, so we should talk about our deals and rumors, and then we'll close out after that.
Alright. Yeah.
So, since you're such a fan of PUBG, you should jump on it this weekend because it's free on Steam.
Oh god, I already have it. But it is free on Steam. That's pretty good.
See, EA games on sale on Steam. A bunch of Xbox games are on sale. Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC is going to release on the 17th. That's what I'm excited for. They've already started leaking the newer Pokemon, like the typings. If you're a big fan of the original Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, they're getting a rework. So
of course they
Zapdos
are.
yeah, but I mean, if you liked ranked battling, it's just more tools in your toolkit. So it's a hype thing for that. If you're just in the Pokemon where you want to be a higher level than everything and one-shot stuff, probably won't be as exciting. But Zapdos they're all flying. Zapdos is fighting, Moltres is dark, and Articuno is psychic, but they each maintain elements of their previous things. So Zapdos gets a thunderous kick. Articuno has a psychic type that can freeze enemies. And Moltres gets a dark move that is fire related, and it can make things flinch. So pretty cool if you're in the competitive scene.
Okay, nice. Sounds like a lot of new info. Like for that.
There's other stuff I didn't touch. Like there's a new dragon one that's coming out. There's a whole bunch, but we're FPS, so I'll pass that.
Yeah, then PlayStation actually has their Days of Play sale going on right now. There's some good deals out there. PlayStation Greatest Hits are on sale. They're 50% off, so you can get Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, $10. God of War, $10. Spider-Man, $10. So you can get all the like Uncharted 4, $10. Nathan Drake Collection, $10. You can pretty much stock up on the best PlayStation games for like the price of a normal game. So I'd recommend checking out that sale for sure. Absolutely check that out. And then what else did we cover here? Oh, if you guys have PlayStation Now, which I don't know if you guys do. If you guys have PlayStation Now?
Nope. I don't have the PlayStation yet. Then I'm waiting for the new one. Waiting for that.
You don't have PlayStation Now, Steven?
No, I don't have that.
No? Okay, well, if you do, we got some pretty dope games actually coming on there. There's NASCAR Heat 4 for all your sports fans out there. Dishonored 2, and Metro Exodus. Metro Exodus is excellent. Very, very good game. Highly recommend playing that. And then if you're a fan of the Total War franchise, Total War Troy actually will release on the Epic Game Store exclusively. But the cool thing is it'll be free its first 24 hours of launch. So you can just go in there and grab it. It's first 24 hours when it launches. And it'll launch on sometime in August, I think. I didn't write it down. But That's a pretty interesting strategy to release your game and be like, all right, it's free for the first 24 hours. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So hopefully it goes well, because damn, probably going to lose some money. But the next thing, we're going to the rumor section. Have you guys heard of any of these rumors that I wrote down here? Like, have you seen the conversation around them?
No, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, so there's a rumor out there that the PS5 is going to be thick. It's going to be a thick boy.
Thick
Super
boy.
thick. So basically...
Twice as thick.
Yeah, the rumor is that it's going to be very fat, possibly twice as thick as the PS4 Pro. The PS4 Pro is about 2 inches. So this thing is going to be 4 inches. That's thick with 2 C's, dude. Like, that is...
That's thicker than a cold bowl of mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You would see that YouTube.
I have, but I don't remember it. I was young. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea when it was. But basically, yeah, that's thick as hell. How much does the aesthetic of the box matter to you guys? Are you going to be like, it looks ugly, I'm not going to get it?
I don't care what it looks like wise. Like, if it does look like the meme that's been going around, like the one that I shared, and I think the meme dump truck that we have in our Discord. And if you're not in our Discord, you need to be, because we post some funny stuff. Posted one where it's like a vacuum cleaner. It looks like a vacuum cleaner head. Like, if it looks like that, I wouldn't care. But the video, I think you shared the image where if it was a pyramid, if it's a pyramid-shaped console, I care. Like, I don't want it to be like something disgusting like that. I want it to actually fit in like snug, in something, or it not look goofy like a pyramid. Like,
Yeah, it needs to take a practical room.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to rearrange my whole room to fit this damn thing.
Yeah, and I don't want it to be like a centerpiece. No, I don't want that. I was traumatized by that pyramid.
Yeah, I agree. That's pretty wild. Like, I don't think they would go that far, because oh god, gross. But there was actually another thing that, coming back to Call of Duty, is that there's some new footage out there, leaked footage actually, of Call of Duty's new game, Black Ops Cold War is the next title.
Cold War.
For the next installment, and Activision has not confirmed or denied this footage. However, they are copyright striking people immediately, so that tells me that it's real. So.
Oh yeah.
We will not be showing it.
You can still find images online though, right?
Yeah, I actually saw. I looked really hard to find it because I wanted to see it. I couldn't find it. I was trying so hard.
I saw it when it first leaked, and it looked like a Call of Duty game.
Dude, oh my, I saw the images. That's it.
But yeah, so if you're looking forward to that, I don't know what storyline they're going to go with Cold War. That's an interesting choice. So we will see.
What does upset me about that though, is that it is called
the lack of war.
What upsets me about that is that they're calling it the Call of Duty, the Black Ops Cold War, and so they went from Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and now they're going back to the Black Ops name. So it's like, dude, why?
I don't. Well, I mean, their studios are on rotation. Like every year, like each studio takes a different game, but man, not the best choice.
I also don't think that they need to come out with a game this soon, because still Warzone's popping right now. Like, people are still playing it a lot. So I feel like there's no need to even come out with it.
It's a yearly franchise though. I feel like they have to have it.
I think it's kind of just annoying. It's like, I don't know. Like, there's almost no need though.
True. Well, I mean, sports games do it, so why not this one?
Great.
So the next, I think the last two things we want to talk about. Go ahead, Steven.
Prey VR for PSVR was leaked in an online retailer, Shop 2, but was taken down. Let's see, there's already a standard pre-VR called Typhoon Hunt, which has a VR puzzles and has online prop hunt game mode. This is likely the full game. And the one that I'm excited for is the rumor for Demon Souls. It's the only one of the Soulsborne series I haven't played, and that's supposed to be a PS5 event.
That's
super stoked
exciting.
for that.
That's really exciting because Bluepoint Games is rumored to be working on that, and they're the ones that did the Shadow of the Colossus remake. They did a bunch of other stuff, so they're like the remake gods. So if anyone's gonna do it, it should be them. That would that make you get a PS5? Demon Souls remastered? I guess so. He's already going to get one. He just ran out and got one, dude. Like,
Oh god, sorry. But also in the chat too, they're talking about like the shape of the PlayStation. Yeah, like they're like, yeah, I think looks matter. And they're saying if it looks like a sphere, dude, if it looks like a sphere, I'm not getting it either. Like, holy crap.
Dude, there's a really funny meme. It was just like PlayStation 9, and it's just like a crystal ball you hold, and it beams the game into your brain. Like,
yeah, like, dude, I'm not getting no shape like that though. Like, that's so weird.
I think it'll just be, pretty traditional looking. What's up, Steven? Back again.
Yeah, man, I don't know
Did you
what's
run
going
out
on
and get
today.
that PlayStation 5?
Yeah, obviously, I have to get the new Demon Souls, right?
That would push you to get a PS5. Be like, oh fuck. Well,
Well,
there
I'm
goes
already
$500
getting
bucks.
one. Like I'm already gonna get one. I already know I'm gonna get it, so I'll just have to start saving up for it.
True. Well, I think that concludes most of the rumors. Do you guys have anything else to talk about? Want to mention anything? Just gonna,
One of the rumors
when
that
you guys
I've been
be
seeing going around.
or
One of the rumors that I've seen going around a little bit is like actually people are expecting that the next like agent to come out for Rainbow Six Siege, it might be the Splinter Cell guy. What's his name?
Sam Fisher.
Sam Fisher. People are thinking it's that, and like they are gonna announce like a new agent to be coming out soon. And
Dude, Ubisoft just needs to make a goddamn Splinter Cell game, dude. Like, stop putting Sam Fisher in every game that isn't his game.
right, he does not in his own one, but I don't know. That's also one of the rumors that I've seen going around for a bit, and yeah. Also another last thing was too, like I did see Blizzard got a lot of like hate because the whole like Black Lives Matter movements and stuff like that. Like they did like get some flack because they did post on there like, oh, we support everyone, like everyone's voice should be heard.
Yeah, then due to
And it's
their
like, dude-
whole Hong Kong issue.
Yeah, like everyone's like, did you forget like what happened? But yeah, that was people went like ripped into it. For that.
Yeah, the internet is forever, so you can't get away from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all we're gonna talk about. Why don't you take us away, Steven?
Yeah, thanks for stopping by as always. Listeners, we stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/FPSGuides. Remember to smash the like and subscribe button. You can check out our content on Apple iTunes Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, and YouTube, Alexa, and most important, our website, fpsguides.com. Also, check us out on Discord, link in the descriptions if you're on Twitch, and come chat and play with us. Or just pop in, drop some dank memes, and then bounce. We don't judge. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, and never be shy to provide feedback. We're growing all the time.
Oh yeah, we also have an Instagram. Yeah, our Instagram's pretty lit right now. We had a couple thousand followers on there.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. That is.
Yeah, so jump
that's
in,
super
be a part of
helpful.
the community, and looking forward to seeing you all next week.
All right. See you guys later. Play games, everybody. Be safe. We're still in this pandemic, even though the news does not look like it. So yeah, just stay safe. I guess keep social distancing and play games this weekend, everybody. Bye. Have a good
All right,
one.
y'all.
Be
Have a
safe,
good day.
everybody.
Bye.